folks, this is Clay with Clay's AC and Auto Repair and Clay Motion here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and this is the Clay Way. If this video is helpful, please consider subscribing, clicking the notifications, sharing my video, sending me them sweet old thumbs up, and sending me your nice comments. If you've got a question that's automobile related and I can answer it, you're more than welcome to reach out to me on Clay's AC and Auto Repair on the Facebook Messenger. Please subscribe and click the notifications before you do so, and I'll happily try to answer them questions. Remember, if anyone else can do it, you can do it too. So today we're working on a Subaru Outback. It's a 2010 Persuasion, and we have a bunch of lights coming on. So we're gonna go ahead and take the old scanner out. No, that's not from Harbor Freight. Much more expensive than that one, but I have looked into that one. That seems kind of like might be something. So when we start this up, we got a flashing brake light, we got a check engine light. More than likely it's causing that, and we got a traction control light. Other than the other one's tire pressure, which won't be relative, or your seatbelt light. So we're gonna hook the scanner up and start scanning this puppy. So this vehicle actually belongs to a friend of mine named Ricky Olmos. He's in a band called Joshua Powell. Pretty neat guy. They travel all over the country. Never seen him live personally. Just missed opportunities and bad connections. But we're gonna start scanning this sucker out and see what we got. We'll let it go through its procedure. Couple 4 engine codes. We got 1 ABS code, parking brake system code, and 4 tire pressure codes. We're gonna primarily focus on these engine codes right here and see what they say.
So we're gonna go ahead and go to travel codes.
Okay, bank 1, sensor 2. Poor catalyst trim efficiency for bank 1, which could be the reason for our code. Maybe we have a bad catalytic converter, but this is a post code, so that just means it's probably not working efficiently. And a P0171, P0137, and a P2096. We're going to primarily focus on replacing this O2 sensor. We're going to start working underneath the hood, unplugging the air box and mass airflow sensor. These right here are called pinch welds. They are where you put the jack on just about any automobile. Make sure you choke your back wheels and use a jack stand for safety. It's not necessary to remove the wheel, but I'm going to do it just to make it easier. Okay, there's a couple ways you can get down to these O2 sensors. They're right here, located up in there. Back there you can see one, and then the other one's right down inside there. Now the O2 sensors that we're looking for are directly down here, and these are the electrical connectors for the upstream and the downstream, and they're right here on the exhaust. We can get a really good view of the downstream oxygen sensor right here through the splash shield. Using a 22mm oxygen sensor socket or a 7/8 oxygen sensor socket, we can get on it really easy. Okay, to get on the upstream one, it's going to be easy to reach our arm right up underneath here and get our socket or our wrench right on the O2 sensor right here. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to unplug these oxygen sensors, and they are both located right here on the top. When unplugging any oxygen sensors or any sensors on any vehicles, you always want to push the plug towards itself as you push down on the little clip. So then that'll make it release and you can pull it out easily. Now my O2 sensors were clipped to the bottom of the head, so I pulled the little clip out. Now they have several different styles of O2 sensors, sockets, but they all have a slit down the side of them to accompany the wire. Because of the style O2 sensor socket that I have, I can just use a long extension and get right onto the tip of my O2 sensor. Now turning the ratchet counterclockwise will loosen up the O2 sensor. So we've got our socket on there, and I can tell you that holding the socket square, meaning that you don't want your socket to be wibbly wobbly like that, is the exact way to get them things loose. and the easiest one. Once you break it loose, generally they will screw out by finger. If they don't, just put your socket back on there and give her a little go. Okay, make sure you keep one hand over here on the end of your ratchet in your extension to hold it flat, and then use your other arm to move your ratchet. Okay, so I've got this stuck oxygen sensor. It will not come out. I can't get the wrenches down in there because of the location. All of my O2 sensor sockets aren't working. Nothing's working. But this is dope and it will work. So now I've got my air hammer down there and I know for sure this is gonna work. I hope I can tape it. Yep, she's out. Make sure it ain't gonna catch nothing on fire or melt anything. Woo! As a word of advice, make sure you use the dielectric that comes inside there, anti-seize. And when you go to tighten these down, you only need to go about a quarter turn. Most vehicles, when the O2 sensor is not in there, you wouldn't even notice it. It sometimes doesn't even leak out of there because it has a baffle shield in front of the O2 sensor hole, so the air goes right past it. Next thing is, the black one is your upstream and the gray one is your downstream. Plug them in. Okay, so that took me about 4 hours to get that thing out of there. I shortened the video down. I actually made another video of me taking out that stuck O2 sensor, kind of where I voiced over and made fun of myself. But anyways, hopefully this video was helpful for you folks. You'll consider subscribing, clicking the notifications, sharing my videos, and giving me them sweet old thumbs up. If you got a question, hit me up on Clay's AC and Auto Repair on the Facebook Messenger. I'll certainly try to answer it. Remember, if anyone else can do it, you can do it too. That I promise you. Don't be the next to them. Be the first to you. God bless and have the best of days.